Welcome back to Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about coins in American history, the Liberty coin, focusing especially on the 1961 issue, its history, its design, its rarity, and the truth about its current market value. Some collectors claim values reaching into extraordinary numbers like $787,976 and beyond, but what is real, what is hype, and what makes a Liberty coin truly worth a fortune? Stay with me because this is going to be an incredible journey into the world of rare coins. The Liberty design is one of the most iconic images ever placed on American coinage. Lady Liberty represents freedom, strength, independence, and opportunity. For decades, Liberty appeared in different styles across various denominations including dimes, quarters, half dollars, and silver dollars. Her image has evolved over time, from the classic seated Liberty to the walking Liberty and the Franklin half-dollar series that continued into the early 1960s. When we talk about 1961 Liberty coins, most collectors immediately think of the 1961 Franklin half-dollar. This coin features Benjamin Franklin on the front, but Liberty symbolism is strongly connected to the reverse design featuring the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell is one of the most powerful symbols in American history, representing independence and freedom. The 1961 half-dollar was struck in 90% silver, which already gives it intrinsic value because of its silver content. In 1961, the United States Mint produced these coins in Philadelphia and Denver. Proof versions were also produced in Philadelphia for collectors. At first glance, the 1961 Liberty-related coins may not seem rare because millions were minted. However, condition is everything in the coin world. The difference between a circulated coin and a pristine mint state example can mean the difference between a small premium and thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about value. A regular 1961 Franklin half-dollar in circulated condition is usually worth slightly above its silver melt value. Because it contains 90% silver, its base value rises and falls with the silver market. But when we move into higher mint state grades, especially MS65, MS66, or even MS67, prices can climb dramatically. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and minimal marks become much more desirable. One of the most important factors for Franklin half-dollars is the full bell lines designation. On the reverse of the coin, the Liberty Bell has horizontal lines near the bottom. If those lines are fully struck and unbroken, the coin may receive a full bell lines designation from grading services. This can multiply the value significantly. A 1961 coin with full bell lines in very high mint state condition can sell for thousands of dollars at auction, but what about extremely high values like $787,976? It is important to understand that such prices are extremely rare and usually connected to unique circumstances. For a coin to reach nearly $800,000, it would likely need to be a one-of-a-kind mint error, a prototype, or the finest known graded example with extraordinary eye appeal and historical importance. Standard 1961 Franklin half-dollars do not normally reach that level. However, in the rare coin market, surprises do happen, especially when two determined collectors compete at auction. The history of Liberty coinage goes far beyond just 1 year. The Liberty theme dates back to the late 1700s. Early American coins featured Liberty in flowing hair designs, draped bust portraits, and later seated and walking forms. The walking Liberty half-dollar, minted from 1916 to 1947, is considered one of the most beautiful coins ever produced. Its design was later revived for the American Silver Eagle bullion coin beginning in 1986. By 1961, America was in a period of economic growth and optimism. Silver coins were still circulating widely. Just a few years later, in 1965, the United States would remove silver from most circulating coinage. That means the 1961 half-dollar represents part of the final era of regular silver circulation coins. This historical context adds to its appeal and long-term collectible value. Collectors look at several key features when evaluating a 1961 Liberty-related coin. Luster is critical. Original mint luster that has not been damaged by cleaning can dramatically increase value. Strike quality is also essential. Weak strikes are common in some years, so sharply struck examples stand out. Surface preservation matters greatly. Even small scratches or contact marks can lower a coin's grade. Proof versions from 1961 are another interesting area. Proof coins were specially struck for collectors using polished dies and planchets. These coins have mirror-like fields and sharp details. Deep cameo examples, where the design appears frosted against a mirrored background, are especially desirable. High-grade deep cameo proofs can command strong premiums in the marketplace. Another factor that can drive value is error coins. If a 1961 Liberty coin has a dramatic mint error such as a double die, off-center strike, clipped planchet, or other unusual production mistake, collectors may pay far more than standard price guide values. Error coins are unique pieces of history because they show something that went wrong during the minting process. Market demand plays a huge role in pricing. When silver prices rise, the floor value of silver coins increases. When interest in vintage American coinage grows, demand increases. Auction records can suddenly jump when a particularly beautiful coin appears on the market. This is why some coins can surprise everyone with unexpectedly high final prices. It is also important to mention professional grading. Coins that are authenticated and graded by major grading services often sell for more because buyers trust the assigned grade. A certified MS-67 full bell lines 1961 Franklin half-dollar is far more desirable than an uncertified coin that appears similar but lacks official grading. Long-term, Liberty-themed coins have remained strong performers in the collectible market. Their classic designs, silver content, and connection to American history make them timeless. While not every 1961 coin will make someone wealthy, high-grade examples and rare varieties can absolutely be worth a lot of money. If you own a 1961 Liberty-related coin, the first step is to check its mint mark. Look carefully near the bottom of the reverse for a small D indicating Denver. No mint mark usually means Philadelphia. Then examine the condition under good lighting. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can permanently reduce value. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition, consider submitting it to a professional grading service. Some collectors build complete date and mint mark sets of Franklin half-dollars from 1948 to 1963. Completing a full high-grade set with strong eye appeal can be challenging and rewarding. The 1961 issue may not be the rarest in the series, but finding superb examples with strong details can still be difficult. The story of Liberty on American coinage reflects the spirit of the nation itself. From early independence to the modern era, Liberty has symbolized hope and strength. Every coin carries not just metal value but historical meaning. When you hold a 1961 silver half-dollar in your hand, you are holding a piece of pre-1965 American silver history, struck during a time of transformation just before major changes in coin composition. While headlines about nearly $800,000 values may capture attention, the true excitement in coin collecting comes from knowledge, patience, and discovery. Understanding rarity, condition, and market demand separates casual collectors from serious investors. Sometimes a coin sitting quietly in a collection for decades becomes far more valuable simply because it was preserved carefully. At Coins, our mission is to bring you real information, powerful history, and market insight so you can make smart collecting decisions. Always research recent auction results, follow silver prices, and compare graded examples when determining current market value. The coin market changes over time, but quality and rarity always matter. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1961 Liberty coin history and value, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures, and market updates. Your next valuable coin could already be in your pocket, your drawer, or your collection waiting to be discovered. Keep collecting, keep learning, and remember that every coin tells a story worth far more than its face value. Today's video is going to shock you. If you have old coins at home, in a drawer, in your grandfather's collection, or even mixed inside loose change, do not skip this video. Because one small Liberty coin from 1967 has created massive excitement in the coin market. Some rare examples have sold for extraordinary amounts, and collectors around the world are searching for the right pieces. The year 1967 is very important in United States coin history. During this time, the U.S. Mint was going through major changes. Coin shortages were happening across the country. People were hoarding silver coins because their metal value was rising. To stop collectors from pulling coins out of circulation, the Mint removed mint marks from coins between 1965 and 1967. That means 1967 coins do not show a mint mark, which makes identifying rare variations more challenging and exciting. When we talk about Liberty coins from 1967, most people are referring to coins featuring Lady Liberty or coins connected to earlier Liberty designs that were still circulating or being collected heavily during that era. The Liberty image represents freedom, strength, and American heritage. For over a century, Liberty has appeared in different styles on U.S. coins: standing, walking, seated, or shown in profile. Now here is where things get interesting. Even though millions of 1967 coins were produced, not all of them are equal. Condition is everything in the coin market. A normal circulated 1967 coin might only be worth its face value or slightly more. But an uncirculated coin in pristine condition can sell for much higher amounts. And if the coin has a rare error or special strike quality, the value can rise dramatically. In 1967, the U.S. Mint produced special mint set coins instead of traditional proof coins. These special mint set coins are different. They have sharper details, smoother surfaces, and a more polished look compared to regular circulation coins. Collectors love these because they were handled more carefully during production. A high-grade 1967 special mint set coin can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on grading. Some extremely rare high-grade examples certified at the very top levels by professional grading companies have reached astonishing prices at auction. When a coin receives an ultra-high grade such as MS67, MS68, or higher, its value can multiply many times. In rare situations, collectors have paid enormous sums for perfect or near-perfect examples. That is where stories of coins selling for huge figures, even reaching into hundreds of thousands, begin. But here is the truth you must understand. Not every 1967 Liberty coin is worth a fortune. The massive values you sometimes hear about apply only to extremely rare conditions, error coins, or unique auction pieces. A coin must be authenticated and graded by a professional service to reach such high numbers in the market. Let us talk about errors because this is where real money can be hidden. Some 1967 coins have double die errors, where the design appears slightly doubled. Others may have off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks. These minting mistakes are not common, and collectors actively search for them. A strong double die error in excellent condition can be worth thousands of dollars. Silver content also plays a role in value. Some Liberty designs from earlier years were struck in 90% silver. By 1967, most circulating coins no longer contained high silver percentages except certain denominations. Always check the metal composition. Silver coins hold intrinsic metal value plus collector value. Another major factor is demand. The coin market changes constantly. Prices rise when collectors compete at auctions. Online marketplaces have increased global demand. A rare coin listed today can attract bidders from around the world. When two serious collectors want the same coin, the price can climb dramatically. Now imagine finding a high-grade 1967 special mint set coin that has been preserved perfectly for decades. No scratches. No fingerprints. Strong luster. Sharp details in Liberty's hair, torch, shield, or eagle wings depending on the design. That coin could be worth far more than face value. In rare cases, exceptional pieces have sold for very high six-figure amounts under special auction conditions, but be careful. There are exaggerated numbers online. Claims like $787,976.48 for a standard 1967 circulating coin are not typical market prices. That kind of figure would only apply to an extremely rare, unique, top-graded, auction record coin, not an ordinary example found in daily change. Always verify actual auction records from reputable sources. If you want to check your coin, follow these steps carefully. First, look at the condition. Is it shiny or worn? Are the details strong or faded? Second, check for errors using a magnifying glass. Third, weigh the coin with a precise digital scale to confirm metal composition. Fourth, compare it with verified auction sales. And finally, consider sending it to a professional grading company if you believe it may be valuable. The history of Liberty coins is deeply connected to American identity. Liberty symbolizes independence and hope. That is why collectors love these coins. They are not just money. They are history in your hand. Each scratch tells a story. Each minting mark, or in the case of 1967, the absence of a mint mark, tells a story about a unique time in American coin production. Many beginners think older automatically means valuable. That is not always true. Rarity plus condition plus demand equals value. A common coin in poor condition is usually worth very little. A rare coin in perfect condition can change your life financially. So what should you do right now? Go check your old coin boxes. Look at 1,967 coins carefully. Pay attention to shine, detail, and any unusual features. If you find something that looks different, do not clean it. Cleaning destroys value. Leave it exactly as it is and consult a professional. The coin market continues to grow every year. New collectors are entering the hobby. Online auctions make it easier than ever to buy and sell rare coins. And Liberty coins remain among the most respected and collected designs in U.S. history. On this channel Coins, we explore hidden treasures, rare discoveries, and the real truth about coin values. Not hype. Not fake numbers. Real information to help you understand what you have in your hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1967 Liberty coin history and market value, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Coins, and turn on notifications. Because your next coin could be worth far more than you imagine. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in the coin collecting world, the legendary top Liberty coins, their history, their current market value, and the shocking truth about rare pieces from around 1980 that collectors believe could be worth an unbelievable $787,976.42 or even more depending on condition and rarity. Stay with me until the end because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you look at the coin sitting in your drawer right now. The Liberty design is one of the most iconic images in American coin history. For over a century, Lady Liberty has appeared in different forms on coins, representing freedom, strength, and opportunity. From flowing hair designs to seated liberty, from walking liberty to modern interpretations, the Liberty image has always captured attention. When collectors talk about top Liberty coins, they usually mean coins that carry liberty in a highly collectible design and are in exceptional condition. Some of these coins were minted decades ago, and some modern versions were struck with limited numbers, errors, or special finishes that make them extremely valuable today. Let's talk about history first. The Liberty image began appearing on United States coins in the late 1700s. Over time, the design evolved. In the 1800s, the seated Liberty design became popular. Later came the Morgan silver dollar featuring Liberty with a crown. In the early 1900s, the walking Liberty half dollar became one of the most beautiful coin designs ever created. Collectors love Liberty coins because they represent a specific era in American history. Wars, economic changes, gold rush periods, industrial growth, and even global crises are all reflected in coin mintages and designs. Now let's jump forward closer to 1980. The year 1980 was a very interesting time for the coin market. Silver prices were extremely volatile. In fact, silver reached historic highs around 1980 due to market speculation. Because of that, many older Liberty silver coins increased dramatically in value during that period. But here's where it gets interesting: certain Liberty-themed coins minted around that era or circulating in 1980 became extremely valuable later due to rarity, mint errors, low mintage numbers, proof versions, and perfect grading conditions. For example, A coin graded MS-70 or PR-70 by professional grading services can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars if it is rare enough. Condition is everything in the coin world. When we talk about a coin potentially being worth $787,976.42, we are talking about an ultra-rare example. This could include a very rare Liberty Gold coin in near-perfect condition, a low-mintage commemorative Liberty issue, a mint-era Liberty coin, or a coin with historical significance combined with exceptional preservation. Coins from 1980 themselves are generally not extremely rare in circulation form. However, certain special issues, proof sets, or error coins from that era can be worth significant money, but the real value explosion often comes from older Liberty coins that were actively traded or discovered around 1980 when silver and gold prices spiked. Now let's talk about what makes a Liberty coin worth a lot of money. First factor is rarity. If very few coins were minted or very few survived in good condition, the value increases dramatically. Second factor is condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor all the way up to mint state 70. The closer a coin is to perfect condition, the more collectors are willing to pay. Third factor is metal content. Liberty coins made of gold or silver carry intrinsic metal value. When gold and silver prices rise, coin values rise as well. Fourth factor is demand. Some Liberty designs are simply more popular among collectors. Walking Liberty and Morgan Liberty coins are especially loved. Fifth factor is historical significance. Coins from certain years connected to important events often gain attention. Now imagine a rare Liberty Gold coin in perfect condition, limited mintage, strong historical significance, and high collector demand. That is how we reach numbers close to $787,976.42. In auctions around the world, rare Liberty coins have sold for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars. Collectors compete fiercely for the best examples. Let's discuss the 1980 market environment in more detail. In 1980, precious metal markets were experiencing dramatic price swings. Investors were rushing into tangible assets like gold and silver. Coin collecting surged as people began viewing rare coins not just as hobbies, but as investments. This created a surge in demand for Liberty gold and silver coins. Prices jumped. Some rare Liberty pieces that once sold for a few $1,000s skyrocketed in value. Over the decades since 1980, the coin market has matured. Professional grading services have standardized condition evaluation. Online auctions have increased global access. Wealthy collectors from around the world compete for top pieces. Today, the current market value of top Liberty coins depends heavily on specific details such as exact year, mint, mark, metal type, condition, grade, proof, or business strike error varieties. For example, a common circulated Liberty coin might be worth only its silver value. But the same coin in MS-67 or higher condition could sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Rare Liberty gold coins in top grades have sold for over $500,000. Exceptional historical specimens have reached beyond $1 million. If someone claims a Liberty coin is worth $787,976.42, it would need strong documentation, authentication, and professional grading. Always remember this important rule: never trust value claims without certification. Many people believe they have rare coins, but only professional grading companies can confirm authenticity and grade. If you think you own a Liberty coin from 1980 or earlier that looks unusual, check for sharp details, no scratches, strong luster, original surfaces, mint marks, unusual doubling or errors. Then consider sending it to a trusted grading service. Another important point is market timing. Coin values move with economic conditions. When gold rises, gold Liberty coins rise. When silver rises, silver Liberty coins follow. Long-term collectors often hold rare Liberty coins for decades. The combination of metal appreciation, collector demand, and rarity can multiply value significantly over time. The beauty of Liberty coins is not just financial. The artistry is breathtaking. The flowing hair, the torch, the olive branch, the stars, the inscriptions, every detail tells a story. That is why collectors around the world are passionate about Liberty designs. Let's imagine a scenario. A collector in 1980 purchases a rare Liberty gold coin for $10,000 during the silver boom period. He stores it safely for decades. Over time, grading standards tighten, rarity becomes more recognized, and demand increases globally. Today, that same coin in pristine condition might be valued near $787,976.42 at auction. This is not impossible in the rare coin world, but remember, such cases are extremely rare. Most coins will not reach that level. Only top-tier Liberty coins with unique characteristics reach extraordinary prices. If you are interested in investing in Liberty coins today, research is critical. Study mintage numbers. Learn about grading. Follow auction results. Understand market cycles, and always buy from reputable dealers. The Liberty coin legacy continues to grow. Modern commemorative Liberty designs are also gaining popularity. Limited edition releases sometimes appreciate quickly. The key lesson here is knowledge. The more you learn about Liberty coin history, the better your chances of identifying valuable pieces. On this channel Coins, we explore hidden treasures, rare discoveries, and the real truth about coin values. If you love coins, history, and the possibility of finding something extraordinary in your collection, make sure to subscribe and stay connected. Today we are diving into one of the most searched, most talked about, and most misunderstood coins in the market right now, the 1980 D Liberty coin. Some people are claiming unbelievable prices. Some listings are showing numbers like $787,976.47. But what is the real truth? Is it hype? Is it history? Or is there actually a hidden treasure sitting in your pocket change right now? Stay with me until the end, because what I am about to share could completely change the way you look at your coins forever. The year 1980 was an important time in American coinage. The United States Mint was producing millions and millions of coins for circulation. Among them was the 1980 D coin, minted in Denver. The small letter D under the date represents the Denver Mint facility. Many collectors overlook this mint mark, but experienced collectors know that sometimes mint marks make all the difference between a common coin and a rare one. Now let's talk about Liberty. The word Liberty appears proudly on many American coins. It represents freedom, independence, and the foundation of the United States. On certain designs, Liberty appears as a symbol. On others, it appears simply as a word engraved into the coin. But when collectors hear Liberty, they instantly think value, history, and prestige. The 1980 D Lincoln cent features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front. On the obverse side, you will see the word Liberty on the left side of Lincoln's image, and the year 1980 on the right. Just below the year, you will see the D mint mark. On the reverse side, for coins minted in 1980, you will see the Lincoln Memorial design. At first glance, this coin seems very common. And in circulated condition, it usually is. Billions were minted. Yes, billions. That means most 1980 D pennies in average condition are only worth face value, 1 cent. But here is where things get interesting. Not all 1980 D coins are equal. Condition is everything. If you find a 1980 D coin in mint state condition, meaning it has never been circulated, never scratched, never damaged, and still has its original red luster, the value can increase dramatically. Professional grading services use a scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded MS65, MS66, MS67 or higher can be worth significantly more than face value. Now let's talk about errors. Error coins are where serious money can enter the picture. During the minting process, mistakes sometimes happen. These mistakes can include off-center strikes, double die errors, misaligned dies, clipped planchets, or wrong planchet errors. When a 1980 D coin has a dramatic and verified mint error, collectors become very interested. A strong double die error, for example, can multiply a coin's value many times over. Off-center strikes that clearly show the date and mint mark can also command high premiums. And if a coin was struck on the wrong metal, that can send values even higher. However, now we must address the big number, $787,976.47. You may have seen listings online showing extremely high prices for coins like the 1980 D Liberty. It is very important to understand that asking price does not mean selling price. Anyone can list a coin online for hundreds of thousands of dollars. That does not mean it actually sold for that amount. In reality, most standard 1980 Lincoln cents in circulated condition are worth 1 cent. In uncirculated high-grade condition, they may range from a few dollars to perhaps a few $100s if graded extremely high and rare for that year. Only extraordinary examples with unique characteristics, perfect grading, or major mint errors would reach significantly high values. So where do these million-dollar rumors come from? Sometimes it is misunderstanding. Sometimes it is marketing. Sometimes it is confusion between different coin types, such as rare patterns, proof errors, or special mint varieties. And sometimes, it is simply exaggeration, but here is the powerful truth: even if your 1980 coin is not worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, coin collecting itself can be worth a lot in knowledge, passion, and long-term investment. Many collectors have built serious wealth over time by understanding rarity, condition, and demand. Let's talk about what makes any Liberty coin valuable: rarity, condition, demand, historical importance, verified grading. When all these factors combine, prices can rise dramatically. The coin market is always moving. Prices change based on collector interest, metal prices, auction results, and economic conditions. A coin that sells for $50 today could sell for more tomorrow if demand increases. But values must always be verified through trusted auction records and professional grading services. If you have a 1980 coin and you think it looks unusual, here is what you should check: look closely at the lettering of Liberty, check the date for doubling, examine the mint mark D for unusual placement or doubling, inspect the surface for strong luster, look for off-center strikes, check the weight of the coin. Compare it carefully with a normal example. If something looks dramatically different, it may be worth having it examined by a professional coin grading service. Never clean your coin. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Many beginners make this mistake. A cleaned coin can lose most of its collector value. Now let's talk about history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, the design evolved. The Lincoln Memorial reverse design, used from 1959 to 2008, became one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. The 1980 is part of that long historical timeline. While 1980 was not considered a key date year, it still represents a piece of American minting history. Every coin tells a story. It passed through hands, businesses, banks, and daily transactions. Some coins survived in perfect condition. Others show wear from decades of circulation. Collectors around the world continue to search rolls of pennies hoping to find that one rare gem. And sometimes, incredible discoveries do happen. Rare varieties have been found in pocket change before. That is why the hunt never stops. So is the 1980 Liberty coin worth $787, 976.47, in normal condition? No. In average circulated condition, it is worth face value. In high mint state grades, it can be worth more. With major verified mint errors, it can be worth significantly more. But extreme six-figure prices would require extraordinary, documented rarity and auction-level demand. The real treasure is knowledge. When you understand coins, you protect yourself from false hype. You learn to spot real opportunities. You build a collection that can grow over time. If you enjoy coin history, market values, rare discoveries, and real facts without exaggeration, this is the channel for you. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in the coin collecting world: the top Liberty coin, especially the 1980 issues, their history, their real market value, and the shocking claims you may have seen online like $787,976.46. Is it real? Is it hype? Or is there a hidden treasure waiting in your pocket right now? Stay with me until the end, because what you are about to learn could completely change the way you look at your spare change. When people hear the words Liberty coin, they immediately think about American coins that feature Lady Liberty, a powerful symbol of freedom, strength, and independence. For over 2 centuries, Liberty has appeared on U.S. coins in different artistic styles. From the classic Morgan silver dollar to the walking Liberty half dollar, and even modern American Eagle coins, Liberty represents not just money, but history, now let's talk specifically about 1980. Many people believe that 1980 Liberty coins are extremely rare and worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. You might have seen posts claiming a coin from 1980 is worth $787,976.46. That exact number looks very specific, almost too specific. So what is the truth? First, we need to understand what Liberty coins were actually minted in 1980. In 1980, the United States Mint was producing coins like the Washington Quarter, Kennedy Half Dollar, Roosevelt Dime, Jefferson Nickel, Susan B. Anthony Dollar, and Lincoln Cent. None of these officially carried the large classic Standing Liberty or Walking Liberty design of earlier decades, but they still featured the word Liberty on the coin, as required by law. One of the most interesting coins from 1980 is the 1980 Susan B. Anthony Dollar. While it does not show Lady Liberty in the traditional flowing robe style, it represents an important historical figure. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most circulated examples are only worth $1. However, high-grade uncirculated examples, especially proof coins from San Francisco with deep cameo contrast, can sell for significantly more, but here is where things get interesting. In coin collecting, condition is everything. A regular 1980 coin in circulated condition may be worth face value. But the same coin in MS-67 or MS-68 condition, graded by a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now let's address the huge number, $787,976.46. Could a 1980 Liberty coin ever sell for that much? In general market reality, standard 1980 circulation coins do not reach that value. However, there are situations where coins sell for extraordinary amounts, if the coin has a major mint error, if it is struck on the wrong metal planchet, if it has a dramatic double die error, if it is the finest known graded example, if it has a unique historical provenance, if it is part of a rare experimental strike. Some rare error coins from different years have indeed sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. For example, wrong planchet errors, off-metal strikes, or coins struck on gold blanks accidentally can reach massive prices. So if a 1980 Liberty-related coin had a unique minting error and was certified as one of a kind, then theoretically it could reach an extremely high auction price. Coin value depends on 5 major factors: rarity, condition, demand, metal content, historical importance. Let's break these down in detail. Rarity means how many were made and how many still survive today. If millions were minted and millions still exist, the value stays low. But if only a few examples exist in top condition, prices rise dramatically. Condition refers to grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS-70 is considered perfect. The difference between MS-65 and MS-67 can mean thousands of dollars. Even a tiny scratch can reduce value significantly. Demand is about collectors wanting the coin. If a specific year becomes popular due to social media hype or a viral story claiming it is worth a fortune, demand can temporarily rise. But true long-term value depends on real collector interest. Metal content also matters. If the coin is silver or gold, it has intrinsic value. In 1980, most circulation coins were copper-nickel clad, not silver. However, proof sets and special issues sometimes contain silver. Historical importance plays a big role. Coins connected to important events, design changes, or low mintage years become more desirable. Now imagine this scenario. You find a 1980 coin with Liberty clearly visible. It looks shiny. You search online and see someone claiming it is worth nearly $800,000. What should you do? First, do not sell immediately without verification. Second, check the mint mark. Is it P, D, or S? Third, examine it for errors. Look closely under magnification. Fourth, consider professional grading. Professional grading services authenticate coins and seal them in tamper-proof holders. This increases trust and market value. Let's talk about realistic market value. A regular 1980 penny in circulated condition is usually worth 1 cent. An uncirculated 1980 penny in MS65 might be worth a few dollars. A 1980s proof penny could be worth a few dollars more. A 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar in circulated condition is worth $1. In high uncirculated grades, it might reach $20 to $100 depending on grade. Proof deep cameo versions could reach higher prices. Kennedy half dollars from 1980 are generally worth face value unless in high grade or proof condition. So where do extreme price claims come from? Sometimes they come from auction listings where sellers list coins for very high asking prices. But asking price is not the same as sold price. Always check completed sales data, not just active listings. In rare cases, auction houses have sold unique coins for extraordinary prices. But those coins usually have documented rarity and official certification. The coin collecting market in 1980 was very different compared to today. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, precious metals were extremely volatile. Silver prices spiked dramatically around 1980. That affected older silver Liberty coins much more than modern clad coins. If someone mentions a Liberty coin connected to 1980 being worth hundreds of thousands, they might actually be referring to an older Liberty design coin that was sold in 1980 at auction, not minted in 1980. That is a very important difference. For example, a rare 19th century Liberty gold coin could have sold in 1980 for a large amount. But that does not mean a regular 1980 coin carries that value. Here is the truth every collector must understand. Most coins are not rare. But a tiny percentage are extremely rare. The key is knowledge, patience, and verification. If you truly believe you have a rare 1980 Liberty coin worth a fortune, take these steps. Do not clean it. Cleaning destroys value. Store it safely in a coin holder. Consult a professional numismatist, submit it for grading if recommended. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value by 90% or more. Natural toning is often desirable. Scratches from cleaning are permanent. Now let's talk about the emotional side of coin collecting. Coins are not just metal. They are time capsules. A 1980 coin passed through countless hands. It may have traveled across states, through businesses, through history itself. Every coin tells a story. The dream of finding a life-changing coin in your pocket is what makes coin collecting exciting. And yes, rare discoveries still happen. People have found valuable error coins in circulation even in modern times, but the key is education. Study mint marks. Study grading. Study error types. Learn about double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, repunched mint marks. The more you learn, the better your chances of identifying something special. The number $787,976.46 sounds dramatic and powerful. But true value must always be supported by real auction results and professional authentication. So here is the final truth. Most 1980 Liberty-related coins are worth face value or modest premiums. Exceptionally graded or rare error examples can be worth much more. Extraordinary six-figure values require extraordinary rarity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the top Liberty coin and the reality behind massive price claims, make sure to subscribe to Coins. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update about rare coins, hidden treasures, mint errors, and market trends. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in circulation, the 2008 D Liberty coin, a piece that looks simple at first glance but has created massive excitement in the coin collecting world. Some collectors believe certain rare examples could be worth an astonishing $787,976.45 under the right conditions. Is that really possible? Let's uncover the full story, the history, the market value, the rare errors, and how a normal coin could transform into something extraordinary. First, let's talk about what the 2008 D Liberty coin actually is. The D mint mark stands for Denver Mint. In 2008, millions of coins were struck at the Denver facility. Most of these coins entered circulation and were used for everyday transactions. People spent them at grocery stores, gas stations, vending machines, never imagining that a small detail could turn one of these coins into a collector's dream. The Liberty design represents freedom, strength, and the spirit of America. On many Liberty coins, you'll see detailed artwork, Liberty's portrait, inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," the year 2008, and the mint mark D. While millions were produced, condition is everything. A coin that has never been circulated, with sharp details and full mint luster, is far more valuable than one that has been scratched or worn down. Now here is where things get interesting. Most 2008 D coins are only worth face value, maybe $1 or even less depending on denomination. But certain rare variations, mint errors, or high-grade certified examples can skyrocket in value. When collectors talk about extreme prices like $787,976.45, they are referring to extremely rare combinations, perfect mint state grades, dramatic mint errors, or unique misstrikes that exist in incredibly small numbers. Mint errors are one of the biggest reasons a coin's value explodes. Examples include double die errors where the design appears slightly doubled, off-center strikes, missing clad layers, broad strikes, die cracks, and even coins struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine finding a 2008 D Liberty coin that was struck slightly off-center, with visible doubling on the lettering, and preserved in near-perfect condition. That coin suddenly becomes rare, and rarity creates demand. Condition grading is another critical factor. Professional grading companies evaluate coins on a scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS-70 is considered perfect under magnification. Very few coins achieve this grade. If a 2008 D Liberty coin receives an MS-69 or MS-70 from a respected grading service, collectors compete fiercely to own it. Auction prices can climb rapidly when bidders recognize scarcity. The coin market today is stronger than many people realize. Precious metal prices, collector demand, and online auctions have made rare coins more visible than ever before. Platforms allow collectors worldwide to bid in real time. A coin sitting unnoticed in a drawer for years can suddenly become the center of attention when listed with professional photos and certification. Let's talk about history. Liberty imagery has been used on American coins for generations. The design symbolizes national identity and resilience. Over time, different Liberty styles have appeared, some more detailed, some modernized. The 2008 edition continues that tradition. While it may not be as old as early 1900s Liberty coins, modern issues with rare errors can sometimes outperform older coins in value because collectors love discovering new rarities. The idea of a coin being worth $787,976.45 might sound unbelievable. But in the world of numismatics, record-breaking sales happen. Rare coins have sold for millions. When supply is nearly zero and demand is high, prices rise dramatically. However, it is important to understand that such high values apply only to extraordinary examples, not regular circulated coins. If you think you have a 2008 D Liberty coin, here is what to check. Look closely at the mint mark. Inspect the lettering for doubling. Check the edges for unusual thickness or missing layers. Examine the surface for die cracks or striking errors. Weigh the coin using a precise digital scale to ensure it matches official specifications. Even a small variation in weight can indicate a striking error. Another key factor is preservation. Never clean a coin. Cleaning damages the surface and drastically reduces value. Even wiping with a cloth can create micro scratches. Serious collectors prefer original surfaces, even if the coin has toning. Natural toning can sometimes increase desirability. The current market value for a standard 2008 D Liberty coin in circulated condition is typically very low, often face value. Uncirculated rolls may sell for a small premium. Certified high-grade coins can reach significantly higher prices, depending on population reports and demand. Rare error examples are where the real excitement begins. Some dramatic errors have sold for thousands, and in extreme hypothetical auction scenarios with unique characteristics, valuations can approach extraordinary figures. Coin collecting is not just about money. It's about history in your hands. Every coin passes through countless lives. It travels through cities, states, and sometimes across countries. The 2008 Liberty coin represents a moment in modern minting history. While most remain common, hidden treasures may still exist in bank rolls, pocket change, or old collections. Many collectors search through rolls obtained directly from banks, hoping to find pristine examples. Others buy mint sets from 2008, keeping them sealed for long-term investment. Patience is key in this hobby. The market can fluctuate. What seems ordinary today may become scarce tomorrow if collectors begin pulling high-grade examples from circulation. The dream of finding a life-changing coin keeps the hobby alive. Imagine discovering a rare 2008 Liberty coin with a spectacular mint error and sending it for grading. Weeks later, it returns with a near-perfect score. Suddenly, auction houses are calling. Bidders compete. The final hammer price shocks everyone, but remember, knowledge is power. Study coin guides. Compare recent auction sales. Understand grading standards. Do not rely on rumors alone. Some online listings exaggerate prices without confirmed sales. Always verify with completed auction results and certified examples. The beauty of the Liberty design continues to inspire collectors worldwide. The 2008 issue may not be ancient, but modern rarities often surprise the market. Coins once considered common can become valuable when discovered in exceptional condition or with rare minting mistakes. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2008 Liberty coin and its potential current market value, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more hidden treasure stories, rare coin breakdowns, and expert tips on how to spot valuable pieces in your own collection. The next valuable coin might already be in your pocket. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember, sometimes small change can lead to big fortune. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating, mysterious, and powerful coins ever created in American history, the legendary Liberty coins. These coins are not just pieces of metal. They are history. They are art. They are power. And in some rare cases, they are worth a life-changing amount of money. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could be worth thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some rare Liberty coins have reached values close to incredible numbers like $787,976 and even more depending on rarity, condition, and demand in the current market. Let's begin the journey. The story of Liberty coin starts in the late 1700s when the United States was still a young nation. The image of Lady Liberty was chosen as a symbol of freedom, independence, and hope. Over the decades, Liberty appeared on many different coins: cents, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, silver dollars, and even gold coins. Each design tells a different story. One of the earliest and most famous Liberty designs was the flowing hair Liberty, introduced in 1794. These coins are extremely rare today. In fact, one 1794 flowing hair silver dollar sold for over $10 million at auction, making it one of the most valuable coins ever sold. That alone shows the power of Liberty coins in the collector's market. Then came the draped bust Liberty design from 1795 to the early 1800s. These coins are highly collectible. In high grades, some draped bust silver dollars can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Even lower grade examples can bring in thousands. Fast forward to the 1800s and we see the seated Liberty design. This beautiful design shows Liberty sitting on a rock holding a shield and a pole with a Liberty cap. Seated Liberty coins were minted from 1836 to 1891 and include dimes, quarters, half dollars, and silver dollars. Key dates like the 1873 cc no arrows seated Liberty dime are extremely rare and can reach very high prices in today's market. Now let's talk about the Liberty head design. This includes the famous Liberty head nickel, sometimes called the V nickel. Most of them are common. But here's where things get interesting. The 1913 Liberty head nickel is one of the rarest coins in the world. Only 5 examples are known to exist. One of them sold for more than $4 million. Imagine finding one of those. Then there is the Morgan silver dollar, minted from 1878 to 1904 and again in 1921. Lady Liberty's profile on the Morgan dollar is one of the most loved coin designs ever created. In average circulated condition, Morgan dollars are affordable. But rare dates like the 1893's Morgan dollar can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. In top condition, they can go well beyond $100,000. The piece dollar followed the Morgan dollar and features another beautiful Liberty design. While most piece dollars are not extremely rare, certain dates like the 1928 piece dollar can carry strong value, especially in mint state condition. Let's move into gold. The Liberty Head gold coins are some of the most valuable coins in American history. The Liberty Head Double Eagle, which is a $20 gold coin minted from 1849 to 1907, can be worth thousands just for its gold content. But rare dates like the 1861 Paquette Reverse Double Eagle or certain Carson City Mint coins can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about more modern Liberty coins. In 1986, the United States Mint introduced the American Gold Eagle coin. This coin features a modern Liberty design inspired by Augustus St. Gaudens's famous design from 1907. The 2018 American Gold Eagle has both bullion and collector versions. Its value depends on gold prices. In 2018, gold was trading lower compared to today. The average gold price in 2018 was around $1,268 per ounce. Today, gold prices are significantly higher, often trading above $1,900 to $2,000 per ounce depending on market conditions. So what does that mean? If you bought a 1-ounce gold eagle in 2018, its value has increased simply because gold prices increased. On top of that, special proof or limited edition versions can carry additional collector premiums. In the current market, rare Liberty coins are performing strongly. Coin collecting has grown globally. Online auctions, social media, and platforms have made it easier than ever for collectors to buy and sell coins. High-grade certified coins from grading companies like PCGS and NGC often bring record prices. Condition is everything. A coin graded MS70 or Proof 70 can sell for dramatically more than the same coin in lower grade. For example, a common date Morgan dollar in circulated condition might sell for $30 to $50. But the same coin in top mint state condition could sell for thousands. Now let's talk about why Liberty coins are worth so much money. Rarity is the first reason. If only a few coins were minted or if very few survived, collectors compete aggressively. Condition is the second reason. Coins that look almost perfect after 100 or 200 years are extremely rare. Historical importance is the third reason. Coins from the Civil War era, early American history, or special transitional years carry emotional and historical value. Demand is the fourth reason. If many collectors want the same coin, prices go up. Some Liberty coins have reached incredible numbers close to the figure mentioned earlier, around $787,976 or more depending on auction excitement and bidding wars. Rare pattern coins, error coins, or unique mint mistakes can surprise the market. Even small denomination Liberty coins can be valuable. For example, certain Liberty seated quarters or Liberty Head half eagles can sell for thousands if they are rare dates. Now here is something important for viewers: not every Liberty coin is extremely valuable. Many are common and worth their metal value plus a small premium. That's why research is critical. Always check the date, mint mark, and condition. Coins from Carson City with CC mint marks are often highly desirable. If you think you have a valuable Liberty coin, do not clean it. Cleaning can reduce the value dramatically. Instead, consider professional grading. The coin market today is stronger than ever. Investors see rare coins as a hedge against inflation. Gold and silver prices affect bullion Liberty coins, while collector demand affects numismatic Liberty coins. The 2018 market was different. Gold prices were lower. Silver was also lower. Since then, economic uncertainty, inflation, and global events have pushed precious metals higher, increasing base values of many Liberty coins made of gold and silver. Collectors today are paying record prices for high-quality examples. Auction houses report strong participation from international buyers. Imagine discovering that an old Liberty coin inherited from your grandfather is worth tens of thousands of dollars. Stories like this happen every year, but knowledge is power. Learn the key dates, learn the mint marks, learn grading basics, understand the difference between bullion value and numismatic value. Liberty coins represent freedom, history, art, and wealth. From the early flowing hair dollar to the stunning St. Gaudens double eagle, from the rare 1913 Liberty nickel to the powerful Morgan silver dollar, these coins continue to capture hearts and wallets around the world. Some are affordable, some are rare, some are legendary, and a few are worth life-changing money. That if you love coins, history, and the possibility of hidden treasure, Liberty coins are one of the most exciting areas to explore.